These two winter tires come from the same family, but one sits at a higher premium tier. The Continental VikingContact 8 represents the company's latest premium winter technology. The General Altimax Arctic 12 takes a proven value-focused and more affordable approach. But in testing across snow, ice, wet, and dry, the cheaper tires stay much closer than its positioning might suggest. So, are you paying a meaningful safety advantage with the Continental, or mostly paying for refinement and premium badge? Let's look at the test data and find out. Today, we are comparing the Continental VikingContact 8 against the General Altimax Arctic 12. The test results comes from Tire Rack's all-weather versus winter tire test. In snow braking, the Continental stopped 1.78 feet shorter, giving it a 3% advantage. This is not a dramatic get, but during an emergency stop, every extra foot can matter. In snow acceleration, the VikingContact 8 needed 1.06 feet less distance to get moving, making it 4% better. The Continental can find grip slightly more easily when pulling away on packed snow, but the General remained remarkably close. When it comes to snow handling, the test drivers rated the Continental 0.42 points higher, equivalent to a 2% advantage in subjective snow handling. In plain English, the VikingContact 8 feels slightly more predictable and easier to control near the limit. It also completed the snow handling lap 2.12 seconds faster, giving it another 4% advantage. So, across all four snow tires, the Continental won every category, but its largest advantage is only 4%. This is our first important takeaway. The VikingContact 8 is a stronger snow tire, but the Altimax Arctic 12 is definitely not being left behind. Now we come to ice, where small differences deserve much more attention. The VikingContact 8 stopped 2.6 feet shorter, giving it a 6% advantage, the largest performance gap in this comparison. 6% may still look modest on the graph, but ice offers almost no grip and very little opportunity to recover from a mistake. This is where Continental's premium winter technology produces its clearest safety benefit. If your winter regularly includes freezing rain, polished intersection, or hard-packed icy roads, this result should carry serious weight in your decision. In wet braking, the VikingContact 8 stopped 4.6 feet shorter, giving it a 4% advantage and a useful extra safety margin in rain and slush. On dry pavement, the VikingContact 8 stopped 3.8 feet shorter, again giving it a 4% advantage and making it more reassuring choice when the winter roads are clear. Performance numbers only tell part of the story. You will live with these tires every day, so refinement matters too. Across noise, comfort, and ride quality, the VikingContact 8 scores 0.67 points higher, giving it a 3% overall advantage. The Continental felt quieter, smoother, and more polished. This is not a huge numerical difference, but refinement is often where a premium tire earns its price over thousands of everyday miles. The General remains competitive, it simply feels more like the value-focused product of the two. Now, we reach the number that changes the entire comparison. In the 215/55R17, the Continental Viking 8 costs $183 per tire. The General Altimax Arctic 12 costs only $142. That is a difference of $41 per tire, or $164 for a whole complete set of four. Put another way, the VikingContact 8 carries a 29% premium over the General. And this is the key tension. The Continental won every measured category, but most of its advantages were only between 2 to 6%. You're not paying 29% more for 29% more performance. You're paying for severely small improvements that work together: better snow control, stronger ice braking, shorter wet and dry stops, and a more refined ride. Whether that is worth depends on what you value and how severe your winter conditions are. From my perspective as a tire expert, the Continental VikingContact 8 is the clear performance winner. It won every category in this test, delivering better snow grip, strongest advantage on ice, shorter wet and dry braking, and a quieter, more comfortable ride. If you regularly face severe winter conditions and want the highest available safety margins between these two tires, I would choose the VikingContact 8. However, the General Altimax Arctic 12 is arguably the value winner. It stays within 2 to 6% of the Continental across every category while saving $164 per set. For drivers on a tighter budget who still want dependable winter capability, the General delivers an impressive amount of Continental's performance for considerably less money.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.